Hello, good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome to another session of Living World of Darkness, New York by Night, the Camarilla venue. Tonight we find ourselves once again with Limey. He's in a yellow cab as per usual, driving from northeast Harlem down to lower East Harlem. Uh, he's got to go and check out an abandoned parking lot where apparently a fight club is being run out of, where the attendees of this particular gathering take what is known ominously as the Red Pill, a pill known to contain vampire blood that brings about a sense of anger and ecstasy-like qualities. So Limey, eventually as the cab pulls into this particularly dingy part of town, Limey steps out of the cab. He's wearing a grey tonic suit, white shirt with a black knitted tie, a pair of brogue boots, and his usual three-quarter length trench coat, sort of like with the collar up against the cold. He pulls out a cigarette, lights it, and this is where we begin our scene. Limey takes a few steps forwards towards the car park.
There are a couple of cars parked outside of the actual main building itself. They don't look like they've been there long because there's no snow on top of them.
Cool, cool. I make a perception streetwise. Or,
Sure.
Okay. Just get
Perception, or what are you trying to do?
just get a general vibe for the area. How dangerous is this place? How out of the way is it? Like,
Yeah,
you know.
perception streetwise is fine. Or
Cool. Two successes.
it's quite it's not the most. Harlem's actually quite a populated area, and it's had a revamp recently. It's not as run down as it used to be in the 80s and 90s. There's some new buildings, new developments. It's not exactly the nicest place in New York, but it's not the worst. It's not the projects. But this part is a little bit underdeveloped. It looks like some construction work is being done around it, but it's not finished yet. And because of the weather, there's been a lot of the construction work's been abandoned for now.
Okay.
It's one of those places in New York that doesn't have any houses around it. You know, you can go to a supermarket or a district in New York and it's just fucking nothing for miles. Just a massive great big parking lot and a couple of like liquor stores, things like that. Nothing residential. A perfect place for something seedy. It doesn't feel particularly safe for those reasons.
Limey steps forward past the entrance and rolls a perception alertness from Ghost. Two successes.
As you go inside a little bit further in, you can see that a motorcycle that you recognise is parked, and there's a silhouette sitting on the seat of it. Not actually straddling it, but sort of leaning against the seat.
Cool. In that case, Limey steps forward towards the silhouette. Ghost.
There's very dim light in here, a couple of like flickering LED lights, and as it illuminates you can just see the outline of Ghost's face and she smiles. The ember of her cigarette gives a little bit more illumination, and she stands up and puts her helmet onto the handlebars.
Well, nobody's going to touch it while you're gone. Should we get on with this?
Yeah. I think everybody's downstairs. I can hear some noise going on, and I spoke to a couple of guys as they went past, so we're in the right place.
Right on.
People know who we are in this area, so it's not going to be exactly incognito as such, but hopefully it won't spark too much alarm. People don't know that we're on the investigation as such, just that we're a couple of ramblers looking for some fun.
Okay, right on. Yeah. I'm going to look towards these stairs leading down to the underground street fighting ring. Heavy.
Mm. Ever since that fucking movie, they've been all over the place.
You could very well be dealing with just a bunch of middle class guys trying to spend some of that existential angst they're feeling.
Because in the 90s, having a car and money and a job mean you had fucking problems.
You know, they had it hard.
So, you walk down the slope. It's one of those, spirally slopes that you have in parking lots. And as you get down to the lower underground level, there's a smell of sweat and damp. It's not particularly pleasant smell to your nostrils. Some mats have been put down on the floor to avoid serious head injuries. And there's about 20 people. Mostly, it's a good mix. It's, African Americans, Latinos, white. There's a couple of women, but they look like they can handle themselves. Maybe ex-military. They're not little girls.
Yeah.
And everyone's sort of standing around at the moment, drinking beers and talking, as things appear to be getting set up.
Okay, roll perception alertness. What have we got here? But who looks particularly dangerous? Who looks like they shouldn't be here? And I get no successes. I can tell you, unless it's a 4 or a 5. Otherwise, I can tell you anything.
Nobody stands out as being particularly dangerous. I mean, there are nobody's small and wiry. A lot of these guys look like they work out, go to the gym. A couple of them are bigger than the others. A few, bootneck style guys, skinheads. One of the bigger of the group approaches the both of you as you approach, come into the room fully and smiles. He says, "Hey, welcome. You here to join us tonight?"
Yeah, taking some of the action. Might participate. Who knows where the night will take us, brother?
He holds his hand out to you. I'm Mick.
They call me Limey. Yeah, shakes his hand.
Oh, yeah, I get it. An Englishman in New York. I get it. Who's your friend?
Huh? They call her Ghost.
Alright. He looks her up and down, but Ghost has the bruiser merit, and therefore he doesn't see her as being small or non-intimidating. So he's like, fair enough. Come on over and have a chat, and we'll get started soon.
Groovy.
As you approach the group, some people offer you a beer, and there's general chatter. How you doing? How's the wife? Blah blah blah, that sort of thing. These people seem fairly friendly with each other. Doesn't seem to be a lot of animosity between the group.
Okay, when I'm offered a beer, Limey will sort of say, "No thanks, I don't drink before a fight, you dig?" And sort of just pass. But he sort of like walks around, takes in the crowd. He just follows the guy over, like sort of stands amongst it all, seeing who's who and what's what.
There's a bit more chatter going along. Ghost joins in, talking to a few of the people, just general chit chat. A couple of people ask her about the Archfiends. She gives them the usual non-spiel, stuff that people that aren't in the know need to know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then the guy, Mick, he stands up and he says, right, got a couple of newbies tonight, so just want to go over the rules. I'm sure you all know the drill. No jewellery, take your belts and your shoes off, and try not to, I'll be the one to say about, obviously there's not so many rules, it's not a boxing ring, but I don't want to see anyone smashing heads against the ground, don't want to see any fucking weapons, any of that shit, and I don't want to catch anybody using any fucking drugs. We all clear?
Crystal.
Good, right. You and you, and he points to generic, two of the white guys, and he says, you two can start us off.
Right.
And someone hits the music, just rock music, and the two white guys get into the ring and they take all their shoes and stuff off and they start to fight.
Nice. How's it going over there?
They're fairly evenly matched, so it's going well. A few punches are thrown. They wrestle each other a little bit. It's and everybody else is standing around and watching. You may make a perception alertness check.
All of the successes.
All of the successes. One of the Mexican guys he's standing a little bit back from the rest of the crowd. He seems to be paying special attention to people's movements. He looks like he's waiting for an opportunity to do something. To slide in when Mick isn't paying attention. Mick's watching the fight, sipping a beer.
Limey's sort of stood, like, just watching the fight with, an interested expression, like, casually interested, but he sort of nudges Ghost, just sort of taps her with his elbow, and gestures with his head towards the guy. Looks a little bit shifty, doesn't he?
Let's keep an eye on him.
Yeah. I mean, for the Fight Club, everybody else looks surprisingly square. Well, apart from those fucking great skinheads over there.
Ghost watches the fight. She's paying as much attention as you are, seeming interested. The first fight finishes, and Mick looks over at Limey and says, "What, newbie? You know what the third rule of Fight Club is?"
Why don't you enlighten me?
If it's your first time at Fight Club, you have to fight.
I swear I heard that before somewhere. Yeah, looks at Ghost. Says, reckon you could hold my coat for me?
I'm sure I can manage. She smirks at you.
He takes off the coat and hands it to you, and then walks over to. Is there like anything, like a chair nearby? Like I can just fold my. He takes off his suit jacket, and sort of folds it over the back of the chair. He takes his tie off, sort of undoes it, hangs it over the chair, unbuttons his shirt, takes off he wears like a little gold medallion. It looks like St. Christopher. Puts that down, takes off his ring, and he seems. When he takes the ring, he twists it just once before taking it off. Just sort of fumbles it for a moment, and then takes the ring off and slides it into his jacket pocket. He unlaces his boots, takes off his socks, rolls his sleeves up. To reveal quite a lithe body, but sinewy, built for kind of quick sort of speed, more than anything. He's not so much a heavy hitter, but looks like he can handle himself. And just for the hell of it, I'm going to put a point of blood in my dexterity.
Okay.
Yeah, he sort of squares up, sort of in a loose kind of old school boxing style.
You get a couple of whistles as you're undressing, sort of teasingly. and people encourage you as you go towards the ring. And again, you're set up with somebody that's is African guy in his mid-30s. He's about the same sort of build as you. He's more wiry than stocky.
Cool.
And he gives you sort of a brief smile as he watches you square up. He squares up more low, with his fist closer to his body.
Cool. He like sort of like bounces a little bit before he says, "Oh, hold on one sec there." Okay. He takes off his hat. Are there any attractive women in the crowd tonight?
Yeah, one of the girls she's athletically attractive.
He sort of looks at her, smiles, and then makes a dexterity roll to
Okay.
throw his hat. Oh God, no! Oh no, he fucks it. He fucks it. That hat goes nowhere near her.
She watches the hat like fly just sort of a couple of inches away from your foot, and she raises a brow and sort of snorts a laugh out. And you see Ghost sort of hide her laugh behind her hand.
But then he makes a charisma expression roll to play it off cool.
Mick says, "Come on, Casanova, let's get started."
Okay. Like I'm like sort of slides out, sort of like turns away from the girl, sort of with the seemingly humble ability to laugh at himself, meanwhile inwardly raising his brow before turning around and sort of raising his fists.
Okay, so we'll make a couple of rolls, but you're gonna trounce this guy. He's a regular human. Make me a couple of rolls. Unless you botch horribly, then you're gonna beat him.
Cool. Okay. Just need to check my brawl skill. There we go. It's
Yeah, you're fine.
Limey sort of looks at the distance between them, gauges it, looks at him, and then makes a really, really fast lunge. Like, clears the distance far quicker than you'd probably expect a guy of his disposition to be able to, and just pops him in the nose, just with his leading hand.
Yeah.
So what am I carrying over?
4 successes plus your strength and any potence you have.
Cool. 4 successes plus strength. Two successes.
So that's 2 bashing. He has stamina 2, regular human. He soaks one of them. So you hit him, and his head sort of flicks back a little bit. But it's superficial, really.
Yeah.
And then he swings for you. And misses.
Like, just sort of weaves his head out of the way before going in for another jab. So let's see. 2, 3, 4 successes again.
Go again.
Steps in again.
3
Leaves.
bashing.
No.
He soaks 2. This guy seems pretty tough.
Runs up and down like fuck.
And he'll go for you again. While he's doing this, make a perception alertness roll, difficulty 8.
Oh no, nothing.
You don't see anything. Okay, so this guy, he gets 1 success.
Cool.
To hit you. And does you 1 bashing, which you soak automatically because bashing rounds down for vampires.
Because I am a fuck-mothering vampire.
Um, and you're in the middle of a fight, and you don't see what's happening behind you. Does Ghost see what's happening behind you? She has the same difficulty. Ghost does see. No, Ghost does not. Ghost sees. Ghost has one success. She sees just before the actual moment, as somebody comes up behind you, and as a surprise action, will try and stab you.
Motherfucker!
As you're not paying attention.
Okay.
2 successes. It's only a small blade, so it's only +1. Strength 2, 5. And does you 2 lethal, which you may try and soak.
Okay, just to let you know, that 5 successes, that was for my follow-up punch on the guy.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, look at that! He's only gone and soaked it!
You feel the blade stick into your back, but your vampire fortitude, well, not your actual fortitude, because you probably don't have it, but your vampire strength soaks the blow, and but you can feel it sticking into your back. And in this moment, you manage to knock the guy you're fighting down with your mighty blow. But other people are shocked, and there's a bit of an affray as people rush in towards you in reaction to the stab. Ghost pushes her way through to try and get past and get to you, and get to this guy who is going to try and get away.
Okay.
I will give... What should I roll for that? I'll roll his Dex Athletics, which isn't fantastic. But he manages to get out of the immediate skirmish and back off, and he's heading towards the exit. What do you want to do?
Okay, right. Blimey sort of just feels the blade going to fucking ow! Is it still in me?
Yeah.
I don't have throwing weapon, but he pulls the knife out, and I've got right now. I have a total of about 7 dexterity, because celerity. So hopefully, in the same action, I can turn to where he was. And is he already through the crowd?
He's not completely out. He's managed to get out of the middle of people crushing into his body, but he's still. If you're going to go past and through to him, you'd have to go past another 2 people.
Okay, I'm going to put 1 blood in strength and shove my way through.
Okay.
Or actually no, I'm going to try and weave my way through.
Okay.
What would you like me to roll for that?
Dex Brawl.
Cool. Dex Brawl. Three successes.
Some people are trying to like check the wound to make sure you're alright, and like grabbing like tissue and stuff. Some people are trying to stop this guy, but he's managed to slip out of their way. Ghost is barreling through.
I imagine.
Do you want to roll initiative? You're probably going to get there first, actually, because you're closer. So, yeah, you got these successes. You can. What do you want to do to him? Do you want to grab him? Do you want to?
Roll to grapple.
Okay. So opposed strength.
Okay. Oh, is it just a strength roll?
You roll strength brawl, and I'll roll his strength brawl and see who comes out on top. Probably you. You had your potence.
Oh yeah, of course. But then, not very strong. I spend a point of blood on potence for an automatic success.
Okay.
3 successes.
Yep, you got him.
Oh, cool. Right, yeah. He jumps from the ground and grabs the guy from behind and takes him to the dirt.
Yep. He goes down. He's struggling, but you're too strong.
Okay, cool. I bash his face against the ground.
Okay. Roll. God, strength. Strength brawl.
1, 2, 3.
Add 3 to your strength and potence.
No, I was meant to have one more dice for those last few rolls. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two successes.
You hit his head against the ground. Some blood seeps out of his face.
Cool. I expect at this point Ghost will be here.
Ghost piles over in it, and she sort of stands over you, looking down at this person with a scary sort of on the brink of frenzy sort of look on her face.
Speaking of which, I should probably make a frenzy roll, shouldn't I?
Yeah, good point.
Oh, thank God.
You're fine. And Ghost will say a couple of people around you aren't too happy about being here now that someone's been stabbed, and they sort of get out.
Okay.
Because it's not that they can call the police; they're illegally fighting.
Yeah.
A couple of people are on their phones, and Ghost is watching them, and she looks at the group that remain and just says, "Fuck off now." And she's gonna roll strength intimidation. My difficulty's lowered by the bruiser merit anyway. And people fuck off.
Yeah. Pretty damn quick.
And then she looks down at the man you're wrestling, who's still conscious, but what are you going to do to him?
This guy just tried to stab me. I'm not frenzying, but I'm pretty fucking pissed. So I'm going to bash his face against the floor again.
Keep going. Yep. Yep. Roll that. Strength potence +4.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh shit. That's a lot of lethal.
Lethal? Bashing, isn't it?
Bashing, sorry. My bad. That's a lot of bashing.
Oh.
Which he does not soak.
Ooh.
Fake dice. He's not out yet, but his wounds are pretty bad. He's cut. He's quite clearly concussed.
Okay, cool.
He's cursing at you in Spanish.
Oh.
He's going to try and get away again.
Really?
but doesn't have enough successes to match yours, and therefore doesn't. So,
No, fucking give it a rest, boy.
so, what was that all about? I wonder. Ghost says, putting her boot on the tip of his skull.
Limey at this point is kind of crouching on top of him, holding his the back of his neck down. It's just using that momentum that he's had.
As you turn his head, you notice a symbol you've seen before. It's the gang tag for the Latin Kings.
One of these boys. I think we've got ourselves a hero, Ghost. We're going to make an example of what exactly happens to heroes.
Let's check him out first. What's he got on him?
That's what I'm thinking. Care to hold him while I go through his pockets?
Sure. I'm gonna roll to take over the grapple.
Go. I don't believe you're going to have too many problems.
This is how many dice I roll. Wait.
There was only one there.
This is how many dice I roll.
Oh my!
Unless he can beat that.
I don't think he can.
Which he cannot. Then, yeah, Ghost has him.
Limey gets off before rummaging through the guy's pockets.
You find a phone, a wallet, a picture of both of you from last night, leaving the house in the drug house that you searched.
Okay.
And a bag of these blood red pills.
Ghost, let's get this dumb kid to a chair, sit him down and have a conversation, will you, sir?
Sure.
Once again, I don't think he's going to have much success trying to resist you lifting him up and moving him to a chair.
He's also concussed and not holding up very well, so...
In that case, does it look like he's going to be in a proper bad way?
He probably needs medical attention. He's not going to die anytime soon, but
Yeah.
do you have medicine?
I do not.
Then you don't reckon he's going to die soon, you know.
Brain damage.
You don't know, really.
Well, in that case, I am going to... Yeah, when he's sat down, I'm going to begin spinning his knife against my finger, the one that he tried to stab me with. Alright. Boy. I've got a couple of questions for you. First of all, what the fuck does your petty little outfit think it's doing, trying to sell in a little mug like you, with a pig stick, to try and shank old Limey? Huh?
He narrows his eyes.
Listen, boy, you better start talking, because right now I'm in a pretty bad mood, and it's only going to get worse the more you keep your mouth shut. So, here's the deal. You refuse me again, my friend Ghost is going to do some damage that you're not going to walk away from. Do you dig? And I would like to make an intimidation roll.
Okay.
Oh,
He opens his mouth slightly. Didn't know you'd show up here, white boy.
what'd he say?
Didn't know you'd show up here, white boy.
Well, it's not really my usual scene. I suppose you could say I've got an active interest in the area. I'll certainly give him come and see this shit fight, and if I wanted to see a decent fight, well, I'll probably go to something that's slightly more upscale. So I'm going to ask you again, what does your petty little outfit think it's doing, sending a little kid like you to shank arguably the baddest man in Harlem Town?
Didn't know you were going to be here. Just wrong place at the wrong time.
And why is there a photo of us in your pocket?
Everybody's got one of those.
Everybody? How many is everybody? 10 year and half you are related?
Okay, actually, go slash. Go slash.
Okay. So, right, everybody's got one of those. Good, good. Now, these I find very interesting, and he pulls out the pills. They're clogging up the market, making it difficult for us to sell some of our wares. On top of that, I've got some more intimate business to discuss with the progenitor of these little babies. Where are you getting them from?
Somebody pays us a lot of money to make them.
Yeah, who might that be?
He smiles. You see the blood between his teeth. Somebody with deeper pockets than you. More power than you. And your little, you and your Daikin are thugs. And he swears. He swears, and then he says something in Spanish. Some sort. It sounds like a swear word.
Guys, this little wanker's boring me. Why don't you give him a little reminder of why not to talk to us like that?
Ghost walks up to him. I was about to say Ghost walks up to him calmly.
Okay, calmly.
But she does not walk up to him calmly because she's a bruiser and he just called her a dyke. So she walks up to him and grabs him by the throat. She goes, I want you to think about me later when I'm fucking your sister and I'm fucking your mother. And then she headbutts him.
Oh! Fuck.
For some dice.
Oh my god. This guy's gonna die.
Yeah, she kind of explodes his face.
Ghost.
He soaks some, but she kind of explodes his face, and she picks up his phone.
Shit.
He takes a picture and sends it to his most recent contacts.
Cold-blooded. Well executed, but he's not very fucking useful to us now, is he, Ghost?
We know who he works for.
Yeah, I suppose so.
And we know who has control of these drugs now.
Yeah, well, we also know where the boss lives, if you remember.
The phone rings. Goes past it to you.
Hello.
Hola.
Evening, brother. What can I do for you?
I didn't think you and your friend were quite so interesting. I was wrong.
Yeah. Interesting is one word for it. Kind of glance at Ghost. Now, speaking of you, who might you be?
They call me the Padre.
Padre. Now, I'm no cunning linguist, but that does mean like father or something, doesn't it? Original. I can
I
dig
am.
it.
I am a father to these boys in a way. This one was particularly useless, and he shan't be missed.
Well, I see you look after your pawns with well, little care. Maybe you shouldn't be handing out these photos to kids with pig stickers, huh?
Ambition is a slippery slope.
He's 15, he doesn't have ambitions.
He has as much ambition as anybody else that I know. Wants to impress me. A lot of these young boys do. A lot of them fall short of the mark.
Well, it's unfortunate for them. And you, however, because that means you've got several weak links in your chain.
Plenty more where they came from. I spotted you at the little party I threw.
Party.
Down on the docks.
So, oh, you were there, were you? Oh, figures. Why didn't you come over and say hello? Didn't fancy having a catch up with old Limey.
I think there's not enough mystery these days between old friends or old enemies.
Ah, shit. Fucking, I'm not. Listen, I really don't have time for melodrama. Myself and my friend are coming for you, and we will find you because between the two of us, we've got more feet on the street than comes on the beat. When we find you, we're going to have a conversation. That conversation is going to go one of two ways.
Oh, you Bruja, so short, so impatient.
Oh, Christ. Listen, right, the last person who spoke to me like this ended up in a very dark hole in a very confined space and is going to remain there for a very, very long time. So, why don't you cut the patronising bullshit? Huh?
All you need to know, Limey, is that we're watching and we're growing. And soon enough, we'll go head to head. But the time is not now.
Well, please don't hesitate to give me a call anytime, Padre. Swing by the club sometime. I'll tell you where it is, but hey, you already seem to know that, don't you?
Yes. Well, we'll see as if you have so much to say the next time we meet.
Now, let's get this one thing straight. From what I understand, I might not have as much money as you. And I sure as hell don't seem to be as into bizarre and enigmatic power plays as you are. But you jive and me, my man. I say to you, dig.
I think I'm going to enjoy our little chat. See you later.
Ciao. Hangs up the phone.
Phone goes dead. Ghost looks at you quizzically. Would you like a cigarette?
Limey fumbles through his jacket nearby and pulls out a Dunhill, lights it. Well, that's some hardcore motherfucker who's calling himself the Padre.
Ghost is looking at the body of the young lad, almost remorsefully now that the anger has died down.
Yeah.
Casualties of gang war.
Child soldiers, more like. Well, let's get out of here. That's depressing as hell.
Yeah. She picks up a towel and wipes off her face. And walks back up towards her motorcycle. I think we need to let the prince know that what you've heard. If there are people pulling strings in the city, he might know a little bit more about it than we do.
I had a conversation with him last night. This reveals a little bit more. I'm sure the prince would be delighted to know I'm seeing him tonight. So, I suppose. Tell him then. In the meantime, despite all the legwork, it looks like well, looks like things are finally becoming interesting between the two of us around here.
I'd suggest keeping an eye and watching your back a little bit if this guy knows anything about our movements.
Knows where the club is. It's alright. We've got it handled. I'll increase security in the club, get the Royal Russians in there, a couple of heavy submachine guns under the coat, you know how it works.
Alright. Well, I've got to shoot. I just need to clear my head a little bit.
Okay. Right, guys. You take it easy, alright?
Let me know what the prince has to say, and if he wants to hear any of my part of it.
Will do. Oh, and I think we should go after the leader of these Latin kings, or whatever they're calling themselves.
I think it's pretty obvious that this is the person behind all this operation. We just need to find out who he is.
Well, we got told he was in some restaurant, didn't we? We've got it written down on my phone somewhere.
Yeah.
From him, but I figure why not head over there?
Okay.
Before they go, Limey takes a photo of the gang tattoo on his on the young man's phone, which he appears to be keeping. And sort of brings it back into his pocket. Alright. See you around, Ghost.
See you around. I'll get someone to come back and clean this up.
Be good.
And with that,
Yeah.
Ghost leaves.
Limey straightens his hat on his head and begins to do his tie up. You know, wiping some blood from his face and sort of looking down at himself. Well, at least I wore my fighting suit. He slings his coat over his shoulder and walks off into the night. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we end our scene. Thank you, Lisa, for seeing and playing. Thank you, people who watched, for watching. Be good.